Guys, how's it going? I'm back from my hiatus. I apologize to Adam. I overreacted. A lot of stress going on. Midterms, work, all that crap. Alright, so just week 3 is underway. And, pretty good stuff so far. Just looking around the league. Hot start's still going. I'm confused. Disappointed. I didn't take some of these guys. But I'm like, they gotta slow down eventually, you'd think. James Neal, 8 goals in 11 games. It's ridiculous. Phil Kessel's got I feel like he has 50 points in 10 games. Marc-Andre Bergeron, a defenseman, played all right for the Islanders, did well. Horrible defensively, but that's okay on Tampa because they don't care if they love goals or not, right? Right, Teabaggers with Rolson? They don't care. They're all about the offense. They have Stamkos. All right. Who else is hot? We got at the top of the board Nicholas Backstrom. Good for you, Kurt. Finally, one of your strength is really paying off. Looks like Backstrom's in for another good year. Who else? Who else we got here? Thing's not working. It's alright. Let's see if this works. Oh, there we go. Daniel Sedin, like always. Henrik Sedin. Spezza. James has Spezza. Hopefully for you, James, Spezza doesn't get hurt like he does all the time. I don't know what his plus minus says. Plus minus only -2. Some slow starts that should be concerning some people. Eric Stahl. I've been trying to get him from Carl. He's wisely holding on to him for now, but we'll see what happens because he's a -10. He only has 3 goals, 5 points in 10 games or something like that, and he's a -10. So that's pretty hefty there. I know another one is Henrik Zetterberg on Howie's team, Jerome McGinley on Howie's team, but Howie also has Shane Doan who's doing well, and Marc-Andre Bergeron, Phaneuf, his entire defense pretty much. Pronger out with an eye injury, out 2 to 3 weeks. So I see how he's already slotted in. Seabrook, Pronger's, hopefully he recovers quickly. It was a horrible incident. Other than that, just around the league, just movement. Carl was in last place a little bit ago when I wrote my contenders, pretenders. I told him he was a contender strictly because of his goaltending. And as offense was waiting to wake up, boom, there you have it. Goaltending kicks into shape. Rini gets him a shutout, shoots up the top. Matty has John Quick. I was thinking about taking him with my first goalie, but when Volkun fell to me, I'm still happy with Volkun. I'm not. Trust me, he's got 6 wins in 6 games, but he 3 shutouts in a row, so that would be 180 minutes of shutout hockey, which is pretty good. Shutouts, the one thing, and Matt will tell you, and anyone will tell you, save percentage and goals against average all fluctuate. They're all always changing. Every day your save percentage changes if you have a goalie in. But the shutouts and the wins, they stay. So it's very important that you lock up. Gaining some shutouts now is going to help Matt down the line. So that's pretty good. Other hot goldies, I guess. Kurt's goalies are starting to shape up. Halak sucks still. I don't know what's going on. So you picked up Elliott. I don't think so. But that's all right. We'll see. I mean, you got Backstrom and Niemi in now, so that's pretty good. Teabaggers went interesting, and they went Garon with their goaltending. They took out Rolison. They left out Nabokov, which is fine because Nabokov is going to be splitting time. But I have been trying to offer Nikolai Khabibulin to the entire league. What is the deal? I don't get it. I'm serious. I know he has a tendency because he's old that he's not going to keep up the numbers, and I know he's on Edmonton, but Edmonton's on fire. He's clearly the starter at this point. He's got 3 wins in a row, and he's got 3 games started in a row. With 2 wins, he got the shutout against the Rangers. He held Vancouver to 2 goals. He made 40 saves in that game. He's changed. He's on a better team with better defense. I don't know what the deal is. You guys are like, I'll even throw him into deals. You know, at the beginning, Kurt's like, I don't want him. Well, I'll tell you what, Kurt, if you had Hobby Bullen, you'd probably be up on the standings there. But I don't know what the deal is. Everyone's telling me I don't need him. Either you're in love with your goalies, which I doubt, because some of you guys need to work on your goaltending situation, especially guys who aren't starting anymore. Adam has one starting goalie. He's got Ross backing up, and Ross hasn't been playing that well, so he's not going to get in. You know, I know we had whatever. You know, we had talked about that before, but I don't get it. It's not, the offers aren't terrible. Goalies are 20% of your stats. So you have one goalie, that's 20%. You have another goalie, that's 20%. 40% because you have shutouts, wins, save percentage, goals against average. I don't know where there's no sense of urgency because it's early. I don't think, maybe some of you guys have never been in a goaltending hole like I have, which is the worst possible thing. When I had Pascal Leclerc and whoever it was, I had to claw my way out, and it was so annoying. That's what cost me first place a couple of years ago, was because I had to start it out in this ditch, and I had to wait for my guys to come out. It's just me. I don't know. You don't like Hobby Bullen, and that's fine with me, but the numbers they're clearly there. I don't. The 1.2 goals against. Now it's been 5 games. All right, so even if he starts 40 games or whatever Carl's saying he's going to start, which I think he starts like 50, 55 games because he's the starter now, 3 games in a row where he's played fantastic. He's what, 10% of the way through, so 10% of his season's done, and he's putting up these numbers. I don't know. Vancouver's pretty damn good if you ask me, and it's whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I'm throwing him in. If his name wasn't Hobby Bullen, if he wasn't 35 or 36, like, I don't know, Brodeur or Tim Thomas is 30-something years old. Oh, Tim Thomas starting off great. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I'm just venting. I don't think Hobby Bullen is getting any love. At first I thought it was a fluke, and now I'm looking at it. The guy's playing well. Watch a game, for Christ's sake. Don't be telling me, don't look at the stats and be like, you can't keep it up. How about you watch a game? How about we actually partake in watching fantasy, like watching the hockey, instead of just watching your stats go up and down? Because the guy is clearly, it's obvious at this point that he's one of the top goalies right now. He's on my bench because I have Hiller and Vokoun. I mean, if I didn't have Hiller and Vokoun, I'd have him in. But unfortunately, the thing is, I got 2 top 10 goalies. They're going to stay there. I'm not going to miss out on Hiller getting a shutout or 2 shutouts in a row, because that's what top goalies do. But, you guys are all sitting there in dead last in goalie categories. You have no starters. You're going to fall behind in wins. And I'm offering, I don't want your 1, 2, 3, 4 forwards. I maybe like a 5 or a 6, which is like 65 points or 70 points, maybe. And then I'm giving you a 60-point forward in turn for him. So if I'm trading you a 60-point forward and a goalie who's doing fantastic, and then you go and you turn it down and you're trading me a 70-point forward. So I'm giving you a 60-point forward. You're giving me a 70-point forward with really 70-point upside and maybe injury prone. That's 10 points. But if you're going to stick in with your goalie who's not going to get you any wins, 20% of all goalie category, it's 20%. That's what a goalie's worth. Unless you don't start him and then the one goalie's worth more. The wins. I don't get it. You lose your chance at a shutout. Your save percentage will not go up. It takes longer to rise because you're only playing one goalie. I don't know. I know it's a long one. It's unbelievable to me. I don't know. I know that you guys are hesitant on the guy, but this has turned into, from a team update to a rant, which is true, because I'm asking, you're losing 10 points maybe, and if you slot in a guy, you might make out the 10 points, and then you're pretty much upgrading your goalie who's not even playing for a guy who's starting on a very good Edmonton team, and he's putting up terrific numbers. I don't know. It's up to you guys. I'm confused. And he's old. I don't want him. I had him last year. He sucked. Different team. Look at Nugent Hopkins. The guy, I didn't even think he was that good. He popped out of nowhere. And then he started playing well in juniors. And He's playing on a team. He's playing with Hall and Eberle. You got Sam Gagne and Hemsky's hurt, but you got all these guys and they're all playing well. Boolin's a wall again, and you guys just don't see it. You only see what you want to see. You only hear what you want to hear. You talk to someone, and it's good because it's fantasy, and I know you try to talk people out of deals, but don't be like, oh, the guy's old. He's got nothing left in the tank. Every game, he's starting to go boom, boom. Even look at the fan tracks. Look at the fan tracks. Oh, at first, Hobby Boolin's having a great day, having a great year so far. We wouldn't expect that to last. They're probably not going to be Dubnyk and Hobby Boolin aren't going to be serviceable in your lineup. Okay, that's fine. I understand that, but I'll pick him up anyway. 2 days later, he plays another game. Does extremely well against the Wild. Hobby Boolin had another spectacular day, letting up 1 goal on 40 shots. Hobby Boolin is on fire right now, and you should ride him until the fire's gone. Okay, great. And then you pick him up, and then he has a good game as a shutout against the Rangers. Hobby Boolin is doing a terrific job. He's now clearly the starter in Edmonton. He should probably be worth a look while he does this. Then you go 2 days later. He plays another great game. Hobby Boolin, blah, 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 blah. He's off to a fantastic start. Now they're questioning if it's really if it's a fake run. So how long are you waiting for him to prove himself? I don't get it. He's on the cheap. This guy's on the cheap. You're getting a top starting goalie at this point where you're waiting for your guys to figure that shit out. Halak, Rolison, Adam, I don't know. You traded Pavelski for Rosk, and he's not even going to get you wins. So, trying to figure it out. Ina has a hurt Reamer. She has a hurt Reamer, and she has Bobrovsky in, who's a backup to Brizgalov, who's also fantastic. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. Clearly I'm not getting the 70-point forward for a 60-point forward and a top goalie. I don't think I'm asking for too much. If you think I'm asking for too much, let me know. Comment, please. I beg you. What am I not getting here? Or do you not think he's going to keep it up? Look how he's playing. Watch a game. Tell you what. Watch highlights. I'm not even asking you to watch a game. Watch highlights. Because that'll show you. Look at the goals he's letting up. Already his fault. Do you think he looks slow? Look at Goalie Guild. Please, someone do something. Other than looking at the name and saying he's not going to keep it up, look at it. And it's like, I'm offering you Hayduk and Boolin for a 70-point forward. Anyone who's interested, let me know. Hayduk and Boolin. Hayduk's going to get 60 points this year. He had 57 in 70-something games last year. I don't know. You have your 70-point forward that you guys all fall in love with. You're all in love. You're head over heels with your team right now. And then you look in the winter and you're like, how do I have 10 less wins than everyone else? How is that possible? I'll tell you why. Because you have been starting backups. And you've been hoping, other than Fuzi, who Berdor's hurt, so Fuzi's getting Hedberg. Whatever. Alright, comment, please. I want to know what you're thinking about Boolin. Let me know. Because I'm really getting confused at this point. He's got 5 games under his belt now. 5 games. It's a pretty good test. Alright? If everyone wanted Jonathan Quick, Jonathan Quick. 1.2 goals against average. A .960 save percentage. 3 wins. 1 shutout. 5 games played. Please. What is wrong with Hobby Boolin that we keep turning down these deals? Alright, guys. Talk to you later.